Ejimgo war is a powerful question. Ejimgo war in Igbo land means, am I owing you? Do I owe you? Am I owing you? Do I owe you? Am I owing you? Do I owe you? Am I owing you? Am I owing you? Family Inka, I love you. Hopefully, I will see you soon. I owe you. I de owe you. I owe you. Now waiting the sup. Waiting mega. Why are you disturbing me? Am I owing you? Angela, how are you? I owe you. Who I de owe? Tayo, Agnes, who am I owing? I owe you. Adiola, now waiting the sup. Adenike Oni, good evening, Adenike Oni. Good evening, Nurse Angel. Good evening, IUM family. Welcome to tonight's show edition. Remember to like and share and comment. Yes, I agree. Thank you very much, my darling. Thank you for reminding us to share. Very, very important. And Mansu, I can see your comment. Our humble nurse angel. God bless you. And bless you too, Mansu. And Liar, good evening. I am so excited. Listen, if you see how I came here tonight, I called Ngozi. Where is she? What is happening? What is happening? What do you mean? What do you mean? I don't have IOM phone. Call this phone. Call this phone. Thank you. Yeah. Where is Ngozi Onuko? Where is she? Where is Ngozi Onuko? Where is she? What is happening? Have they also silenced her? What is happening? Where is Ngozi Onuko? Call Chinedu Onuko. Thank you very much. My enemy is dead. You see, this is total war. This is war. I repeat, this is war. IOM, we are fighters. I want to use this opportunity. Good evening, IOM fans. And we are here for an interesting discussion. Let's engage and keep inviting others. Thank you, Admin Chibes, Chintok. Thank you very much. And Oyebitan said, good evening, beautiful nurse angel. Good evening, Oyebitan. And Ola said, today's energy is it pepperous? Say that again. It's indeed pepperous. Wow, wow, wow. All right. Good evening, fam members. You see, today, they keep fighting, but we said, no way. I'm getting bombarded from so-called this and so-called that. They are bombarding me. They are trying to slow me down. And I was struggling to come live. Honestly speaking, I nearly cannot kill a bird. Nearly can never kill a bird. Nearly, I would have honestly sent a message that I will be delayed, not stopped. Yeah, your destiny can be delayed, not stopped. Yes, I nearly sent a message because as at 6:30 Nigerian time, I was still running up and down. I was running outside. I was not seated. I wasn't dressed. I did not even have my shower. I said, today. I repeat, as at 6:30 Nigerian time, I was still running helter-skelter. I wasn't home. You won't believe it. Honestly speaking, I was not home. I was still running helter-skelter. Yes, because a lot was happening. A lot of fight. It's not easy to fight abuse. It is indeed not easy to fight voodoo. They voodooed me. I voodooed them back. Yes, so just to remind you that tomorrow. Oh, okay. Yes. Okay, oh, no wahala. All right. I repeat, we need to start. We have to start. And to start, I want to say, oh, Zitis, good evening, Zitis. I'm excited, but we have to start. I repeat, I am indeed excited, but we need to start. On that note, I want to show you something. I want you to look at this. I want you to look at this. Fam members, wherever you are, I want you to look at this. Can you see? Tonight is the case of Ngozi Onuko. Yes, Ngozi Onuko is my blood. Isn't she beautiful? Is Ngozi Onuko not beautiful? Huh? Somebody want to finish my sister. Now, I want you to look at the next picture. I want you to take a good look at this coffin. I want you to take a good look at this coffin. I repeat, I want you to take a good look at this coffin. Inside this coffin, guess who is in the coffin? Guess who is in the coffin? Guess who is in the coffin? Who is in the coffin? Who is in the coffin? I need you to guess who is in the coffin. Abusive marriage is killing, I beg. Who is in the coffin? Thank you, Nangok. That is the theme of today's talk show. John Timothy, long time no see, John. Ngozi Onuko, fine, like Oyibo witch. Say that again. Who is in the coffin? Victimization of the victimized. Can somebody, you see, today I have time. A victim of abusive marriage, fantastic. Her ex-husband is in the coffin. Onuko Uzomaka, Ngozi Onuko's lookalike. You see, let me show my face. You see, Onuko Uzomaka is my younger sister. Blood is thicker than water. But if you see her and Ngozi Onuko, you will think Ngozi is her mother. That is how good it is. That is how blood is. Yes, Uzo, I want to shock you. I'm going to shock you. It's not the perpetrators of abuse. They don't die easily. It's the abuse victims that die. Perpetrators, victimizers, abusers, they don't die easily. Even there's a song that says, "Na good people they die, bad people they die." So no, it's rather, I'm sorry, but Ngozi will be quicker to be in the coffin than the husband. Why? Because he is the one mounting the abuse. So is it somebody hitting and violently destroying somebody that will die? So I beat you and die. No, it's the victim that died. So it could be Ngozi in this box. And sorry to say that, as bad as it is, a woman who died by domestic violence. Fantastic, thank you. A woman, a mother, the victim in the casket. Thank you. A victim of abuse. And I want to repeat, I want to say this loud and clear. This coffin can carry Ngozi Onuko. Hey, God forbid, I will not die. You will die. You see, when we continue to deceive ourselves, when we think we have 7 lives, sorry, the person that just died as I speak now is a woman like us that kept silent. So in the coffin, a victim of abuse, correct. Amansu, my sweetest of all my hearts, it's better to leave the marriage than die. Thank you, Mansu. But we don't know that. Abba Abubakar, my sweetest of all hearts, I love you, Abba. I'm thinking of you. I think I will switch soon. Abba, you are so right, and I agree. Divine Ibekwe, a woman who was killed by her husband. Now, I want you to look at this coffin. Look again. Take a look again. You see, Just take a look at. Just look at what I am saying. These people seated. Imagine, these people seated, mourning and crying, wailing and praying, wishing she wake up from the dead. These are the same people that asked her to stay, keep quiet, bear it. Is for better or worse. And indeed, it was for worse, not for better. They asked her to go back. I repeat, they asked her. Thank you, Zitis. Is a woman being victimized? Agnes, I was shocked. That's why I asked. These are the same people. The same people is the coffin of the victim of abuse. Correct. Oni Abayomi. 100% correct. Thank you, my brother. And Adeola, we are those people. I love you, Adeola. I love you. We are those people when she was being abused. Please, Adeola, can you ask that again? Loud and clear. Where were they? When she ran out, they chased her back. I repeat, when she ran out, they chased her back. And now, just take a look at life. You know, we easily forget. I want to rub this in our faces because we easily forget. Look at, just take a look at. They want to, they are crying, they are, I don't die, help me, oh God, I beg God. They are crying and wailing. This is the same woman that the whole society, the people crying for her death, we are watching the husband beat her. They were watching the husband beat her, strip her naked, and now this Ngozi is dead. This Ngozi is dead. Yes. What's happening? The same people that ran away, the same people that you can mute, Madam Hope. Thanks for calling. The same people. Mute, please. Thank you. Where is the same people that told her to go back and endure, go back and pray, that the same people crying and wailing, crocodile tears. Nurse Angel, if possible, help us create a show that we only focus on marriage and child abuse. Thank you. We will do that, Mansu. Anything for you. Sylvia said, when people allow evil to happen to others, they should also know their children will face same. No, it's not their children. I'm sorry, Sylvia. I love you and I agree with everything you say. But I will say no. If their children are smart, like IRM farm members, their children will not face same because their children will resist and fight it out. However, their children could face same if their children is compliant and conforming and refuse to speak. That is when their children will face same. I agree. Now, Oluwabumi said, is possible for the victim not to say it out? So how do you want people around her to know? Thank you, Bumi. Thank you for that wonderful question. We will speak out soon. So I want you to look again. This society, the same community that told her to go back, shut up, listen, called her. They kept calling this lady. When this woman, in fact, let me tell you something. Let me show you this. You see, look at the coffin. Look at the coffin. All the women crying and wailing. Oh, Wadiewu. You see this world? This world, no balance at all. This world is not balanced at all. She is buried alone. Everybody crying and wailing, holding the coffin. Don't go, don't go, don't go. Please don't go, don't go, don't. These people holding the coffin, none of them entered the grave. None of them entered the grave. It's only the woman. It's only the woman. Can you see how wonderful this world is? Huh? The same family. Thank you, Ayola. Ayola Dalu Dieme. Well done. Chukwu Goziegi. The same family that told her to keep enduring abusive marriage. None of them. Thank you, Agnes. Ngozi, in parentheses, is buried alone. Hey, God forbid, she won't die. Who told you? Huh? Who told you that abuse cannot kill? Our society, Angela said, and family are also a serious problem to victimize women. Medicine after death told us. Idowu said exactly. All right, tonight will be tough. What do I mean by that? As I said, she is buried alone. Idowu, thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. She's buried alone. Thank you. Tonight will be tough. You see the coffin. I repeat, you see the coffin. Yes, the coffin you saw. Inside that coffin, as you all said, Rabbi said they told her to leave when she needed them. Now they're asking her to come back when it's too late. Value people while they are still alive. Powerful. Powerful. So right now, I want to say this. Yes, inside the coffin you saw is a woman. Is a woman. And shockingly, is a married woman. A married woman. Is a married woman. A married woman who stayed in an abusive marriage because people told her to stay. Sorry, guys. I don't know what is happening. I keep clicking. Can you imagine? I click and click out everything. Yes, as I said, is a woman. Sorry, guys. Oh. Yes. So as I was saying, sorry about the disruption. I think I need to keep my hand steady. Yeah, I'll stop clicking. Is a woman who endured abuse because society told her to endure. Is a woman who forgave. They told her to forgive because religion told her to forgive. Is a woman, thank you, Monica, is a woman who went back to the marriage because family said, make peace. The family told her to make peace. And today, the same woman is no longer alive to make peace. Yes. Tonight, we are not talking about abuse. You see, tonight, I am not sitting here to speak about abuse. No. Tonight, sorry, the people on the conference call, let me add her. Tonight, oh dear me, the call has ended. All right, Monica, mute. Tonight, we are not going to speak about abuse. No more. We did that in part 1 and 2. Tonight, we are talking about something more dangerous than even the abuser. Yes. Tonight, we are going to talk about something more dangerous than the abuser. And what will that be? We are going to talk about what happens after the abuse. After the reggae come this. Yes, what happens after the abuse? We are talking about when society turns against the survivor. I want to show you her picture again. You saw her. What's happening? Huh? I want to show you. Yeah, you've seen it. So I want to talk about what happens. This is very important. Whatever you are doing, if you know of any woman or even a man, today we are focusing on a woman. If you know of somebody that is suffering from domestic violence, if you know of a woman or even a man in some cases that is suffering from abuse of the highest order, no matter whom is the abuser, please can you tag them, give them a call, share this on their wall, send them a DP, send them the link, share, let them see, come and watch tonight's talk show. Very, very important. Very important. Very important. So, yes, very important. Let them come and watch it, because tonight we want to talk about what the society, how the society turns against the survivor. Tonight's topic is Ngozi's story, part 3. But the theme is victimization of the victimized, as Nangok stated. Victimization of the victimized, or you can even say stigmatization of the stigmatized. Yes. The part this is the part nobody wants to talk about. People talk about the perpetrator. People talk about the abuser. Oh, he did this, he did that. They did this, he did that. She did this, she did that. Whomever the abuser is, people talk about the victimizers. But nobody talks about the re-victimization of the victimized. The woman escaped the abuse, but cannot escape the society. Do you know that? A woman can escape her abuser, but can she escape the society? I am sorry to say this, Nurse Angel, but I have to. My name is supposed to be on Muslim list, but my name is not included. We'll talk about that later. Thank you. Sylvia said, the problem is that they won't want to come forward. They wouldn't. I was told of one last week and saw the impact. But the woman, we should leave them alone. The woman said, that's what they say. I agree with you. Thank you, Oni. That is it. Victimization of the victimized, or stigmatization of the stigmatized. The hard truth is that abuse is not the end. Abuse is bad. Don't get me twisted. Abuse is bad as it can be. But abuse is not the end. Ngozi Onuko survived 30 years of abuse. Ngozi Onuko survived 30 years of abuse. However, public abuse, this abuse was public. Thank you for the hashtag. Adeola. This abuse was public. It's not a hidden abuse. It was a public abuse. It's not secret abuse. It was a public humiliation, public beating, public stripping. Look, I know people will be saying, "No, Senje, speak quickly." No, I won't. That is why we came early today. Because I want to hit this into you. I want this to hit into you. It was public stripping, public torture, public. People saw it live. People have seen Ngozi's nakedness over and over again. Hey, hide yourself. How? How can she hide herself when she has been publicly defiled? Neighbors saw it. Family saw it. Friends saw it. Community saw it. Nobody stopped it. Nobody called meeting then. When the man is beating her, nobody called peace talk. Nobody called for peace. Nobody called for prayer. When the man was beating Ngozi, nobody called for prayer. Nobody called family elders. When he was beating Ngozi, nobody called family elders. But whenever Ngozi leaves, whenever he pursues her from the house, or whenever she runs away from the house, now that she has left, for instance, now that Ngozi has left, now that she is free, now that she can breathe again, now that Ngozi is safe, now that Ngozi is speaking, suddenly, phone calls. Ngozi's phone rings 24 hours a day. Family meetings, messages, pressure, shaming, appeals. All these calls, all this appeal, all the messages and bombardment is not to protect Ngozi. It's not to protect Ngozi. It is to send Ngozi back. All the messages, appeals, everything is not because they love Ngozi. These are the same people that when he's beating her, they stand by and watch like he is a Jackie Chan. But now Ngozi is safe. Now Ngozi is no longer stripped naked in public. Now that Ngozi is not matched and stepped on like even a millipede, even an earthworm cannot survive what Ngozi had to go through. They want to send her back. Why? They may love to see her weep. They may enjoy to see her suffer secretly. That is what I call, or rather, that is what we call victimization of the victimized. Come back, forgive, be patient, pray, think about the children, think about the marriage, think about the family name. Which name? Name and human. Who is more important? And I ask today, where were you? Where were they When Ngozi was bleeding, swollen eye, when she was bleeding, blood popping out, boom, boom. When the child, the stillbirth, when this guy brutally, in broad daylight, murders the unborn children in her stomach, when Ngozi is in pain, when Ngozi is in pain, when Ngozi is crying, when Ngozi is dying, when Ngozi was screaming, when the doctors, when Ngozi fainted, when Ngozi had to faint, where were they? Did they call her? Where were they when she collapsed? Stigmatization of the stigmatized. Victimization of the victimized. Thank you. Thank you, my sweetheart. Thank you, Adiola. 30 years of pain. 30 years of pain. How many people came to her rescue? The culture that kills women. The culture that kills women. Look, I want to speak the truth tonight. I want to speak the bitter truth tonight. Many women, I want you to listen. Whatever you're doing, we have time. Okwefu, Tata, we get time. I even wear watch. I want to speak the bitter truth. You see, listen and listen clearly. Many women are not killed by their husbands alone. Hey, Messenger, what? Yeah. I repeat, many women are not killed by their husbands alone. I mean, those women that die from the husband's abuse. It's not their husband alone that killed them. Who killed them? Your guess is as good as mine. They are killed by their family. They are killed by their mothers, their sisters, their brothers, their friends, their neighbors, their society, their culture. Worst of all, they are killed by themselves. They are killed. This is suicide. How? Silence killed them. They are killed by pressure of the society, pressure by their mothers, their fathers, their brothers, their sisters, their friends, their colleagues, their neighbors, the society, the church, the mosque, the people around them. They are killed by that. No, listen, a husband cannot ordinarily kill a wife without the family members giving him the power. What? Yes. A husband cannot come. Let's play it this way. A man comes to the house. Remember, no man marries you on the street. He sees you on the street, you get married on the street. Then I will say the man killed you. But if a man comes to your home, sits down with your family, and requests for your hand in marriage, and the family blesses the marriage, and you now tell me the man killed the woman, is a lie. Nurse Angel says is a lie. The man did not kill the woman. The family killed the woman. Period. The society killed. Hey, how can a man kill? I don't believe that. Men don't kill. The neighbors. How can one small rat This man we are talking about is a small rat. Oh. This man, I'll just give him the move. I'll just beat him up. A whole neighbors cannot stop a small rat, a church rat, a mosque rat. A whole neighborhood cannot stop him. Who killed the woman? The neighbors. Who killed the woman? The family. Who killed the woman? The friends. Why? Because they saw the abuse. They encouraged her to endure. They told her to pray. They told her to forgive. They kill by shame. They kill by pressure. And they say, people will say, stay in the marriage, endure, protect, hide. Every marriage have an issue. Excuse me. They say protect the name. You have to be married. Do not disgrace the family. Forgiveness is virtue. That one I hate with passion. They say it's virtue. Marriage, a woman is I don't know what they call women. Marriage must not break. So I will break for marriage. Even if a woman breaks, it's okay. You can break. But marriage cannot break. They say the Lord hates divorce, therefore die in the marriage. Even when the woman now dies, as you saw, even when the woman loses her mind, even if the woman loses her children in case of Ngozi, thank God she even gave birth. Even when the woman loses her life, marriage must be protected. Marriage must be protected. Marriage must be protected. Die for marriage. Go back and be married. How come you're still happy? Look at how beautiful you are. Come on, go back and continue to be beaten, idiot. Who born monkey? Are you not to be beaten? Marriage must be protected. This is the culture that is killing women in our society. Everywhere, every reputation is, they will tell you, your reputation as a married woman, you must answer Mrs. Ndioshi. Is marriage more important than life? I ask, is marriage more important than life? All right. Let me talk to those that are calling Ngozi before we start. I want to talk to those that are calling Ngozi before we start. Yes. You are calling Ngozi. You're sending her messages. You are begging her. Some of the riffraffs, some of the nincompoops, some of the dead brains, they have even started sending. I saw message on my phone sent by dead people. Dead people. They are dead. They want to kill my sister, my auntie. They are sending me message. They are begging to allow her to go back. They cannot stand her free. That is what it is. They cannot stand the fact that Ngozi is free. You are telling me, you are telling her to forgive. You are telling her to be a second Abby, to be 2 wives or 3. Look, I don't have issue with those that want to do that, but you're telling her to endure. You're telling her that divorce is shame. Yes. That she is better to die in marriage than to be divorced. You're telling her that marriage must not fail. I want to ask you just one question. Just one question. One question. If she died, if Ngozi Onuko died, will he marry her corpse? Again, I want to ask you a question. What's wrong with, let me try to add her. Monica, don't go away. Let me try to add her. Okay, I think her network is good. If she calls us, let's answer her because she can't join. If Ngozi died, if Ngozi Onuko died when he was brutally abusing and massacring her, and will the so-called stark illiterate, he pronounced himself as a stark illiterate. When they asked him, who are you? He said, I am a stark illiterate. So, for the purpose of not giving him the pleasure of calling his silly name, let me refer him to what he referred himself as, stark illiterate. So, if Ngozi Onuko died, will the stark illiterate marry her corpse? Will he marry her corpse? Abego, endurance isn't her name. Rather, Ngozi means blessing. And that is true. Wow, that's awesome. I don't know what that means. I am asking fan members a question. For those of them that are sending me a message, I will soon sue them. I will soon carry them. This is harassment. Anybody, I want to give a public warning. I am giving a public warning. Do not in your widest dream, I'm not saying when you are awake, do not attempt, whomever you are, even if you like, be the president of the nation, in your widest dream, do not send me any nonsense message of mother to my auntie. Don't try it again. If you dare do that, I will sue you for harassment. I am making a public declaration. Hello. I'm making a public declaration. I am warning you, for those of you that are sending messages, whomever you want to be you whom. I don't give a hoot, even if you like. Whomever you are, never you attempt to send me any nonsense message. If you like, be whomever you are. If you like, come as a community of nonsense. If you like, come as a congregation of bastards. Whomever you wish to be, I don't give a hoot about your message. Do not message my phone again. If you do so, that constitutes public harassment, or whatever you call it. You are harassing me. Do not, I will sue you for harassment, for trespassing, and everything I can lay my hands on. Don't attempt it again. I'm not interested in your fake peace. I'm not interested in your real peace. Where were you when Ngozi Onuko was stripped naked? Where were you? Where were you when Ngozi Onuko was pulled her hair? They pulled her hair off her roots. Did you call for peace? If you did, Ngozi Onuko will not be beaten as at the last time she ran away from the house. She didn't even run away. Idiot stark illiterate, according to how he addressed himself. After beating her, he locked her up and beat her up, nearly burnt her clothes. Then he divorced her for the very third time. He divorced her. And she had to run looking for shelter. And you're calling for peace? Don't you ever in your wildest dream attempt to harass me anymore. Don't harass me. I'm going to sue you with Interpol, Ndioshi. If Ngozi died, if my auntie died, would you ask me to call her for peace? Will the stark illiterate marry her corpse? If she died, would you still say protect the marriage? A lot of women are dead. Like they died in marriage, in abusive. We need to separate. A lot of marriages are good. A lot are also abusive. We need to separate normal marriage from abusive marriage. Tonight, I want us to do something tonight. Let us separate normal marriage. Marriage is no, it can be rough. Maybe you guys are looking for work, you guys are looking for child, you guys are looking for food, you guys are now, or you guys are keeping malice. Normal marriage now. Normal. I am not talking of normal marriage. I am talking of abusive marriage. A marriage that a man will match. Is that normal? Is that normal? What are you matching for? Do you want to kill her? Is that marriage? Oh God. Chai. You match a pregnant woman. Match her until you killed the baby in her stomach. Is that person normal? Even my auntie, is she normal? Is she normal? Is that normal? Is that normal? No, Senja, why are you lying? I didn't know this. It's a fact. Reality. You hit somebody, you hit them down, you match a pregnant woman and killed the child in her stomach. And she collapsed. And you did nobody. He didn't beat this woman in the room. He did not beat this woman in the room. He beat this woman outside in the public. Human being everywhere. Human being everywhere. Yet, nobody called for peace. Let's talk about stop to beat your wife. Nobody did that. Because they say, thank God it's you, not me. Yeah. Thank God they're beating you, not me. And now, you're calling for peace? Let them stop it. She couldn't fight back, even if it means keeping peace. My dear, the man is a beast. No, yes, and yes. Number one, he's a beast. Number two, the society are beasts. Yes. If eventually, just imagine, if eventually my auntie died in the name of marriage, Mansu said, the problem is that the idiot cannot fight a man like him outside. Mansu, and that is correct. Mansu, that is correct. Some not normal, not normal, it's not normal. Khadija said, Nurse Angel, harassment too small, I beg. Join them with cybercrime. Maybe then go get sense. Yes, I agree. So now I want to say this. If my auntie had died, everybody will cry. We saw the grave. We saw the burial box. Everybody were crying, holding the. Next thing, did anybody enter the box? Nobody entered the box. Next thing they will do is to start posting, rest in peace. Peace, I've been at pieces. Rest in peace. Everybody will say, we didn't know it's this extent though. Everybody, they will say, only if she spoke out. Only if she spoke. But when she speaks, you silence her. When she leaves, you drag her back. When she survives, you shame her to go back. That is why victims remain victims. That is why the victimized are re-victimized. That is why the stigmatized are re-stigmatized. Let me say this for the very last time, the bitter truth. In many places in our society, a woman can survive abuse. I repeat, a woman can survive abuse. However, she is not allowed to survive freedom. Can you hear me? A woman, Madam Hope is here, she will tell us more. A woman can survive abuse, but she is not allowed to survive freedom. When she speaks, we say to her, keep quiet. They say, don't do that. Keep quiet. Pray. When she escapes, they say, go back. This is how victims are punished twice. First, by the abusers, then by the family and the community. People are now calling her, come back, let's make peace. Peace, where is this peace when she was bleeding? Where is the peace when the unborn babies were killed? Where is the peace when she was chased out of the house? Where is the peace when she was called useless and infidel? Now, suddenly, everybody wants peace. Let me say this again. It is not peace. It is control. Peace that protects an abuser and silences the victim is violence. It is stigmatization of the stigmatized. And on that note, I want to say, I'll bring Ngozi up. And I want to say, on the screen, we have Monica and Madam Hope. Thank you very much, Ngozi, for coming again. Tonight, we are focusing on you can bring down the laptop. So tonight we are focusing on Women's Day. Tonight we are focusing on the society, families and societies. We are not going to focus on the abuser because he did not abuse you alone. The society abused you. He did not abuse you alone. The society abused you. So my first question to you, Ngozi, is as I say, they are listening to you. After talking, I will ask them to speak. What hurts you more? What hurts you more? Is it the abuse you suffered or the pressure you are facing to return home? Which one hurts you more? Unmute, then I will be muting.
The pressure I suffer from the society to go back.
I hope, look, I'm so shocked. Ngozi, we did not discuss for us to come here. You don't know the question I'm going to ask you. I'm
Yes.
shocked to hear this. I want you to speak louder because when people are calling you to go, I don't know their reason. So you're saying that what hurts you more is what, Ngozi?
The pressure the society are giving me on going back.
Wow. Wow. Thank you. The next question I want to ask you is this. Have you ever asked yourself, if I had died, would these same people still be telling me to go back? Have you asked yourself that question before?
Um, I did not ask myself per se, but I asked the people that are begging me, that are pleading with me to go back this question. What if I die? Or what if I had died? Where will they see me to ask me to go back?
What do they say to you?
Okay, like, let me use the recent call. Someone called me yesterday. Immediately after the exercise, that live show of yesterday, an elderly woman called me. She's a business associate of my husband. I don't have her number. It's through her voice that I know who was calling. So she was pleading with me to go back. That was the second time she has called. So I now say, it's as if you don't understand what you are asking me to go back to. Now let me tell you. Do you want me to go back to beating? Do you want me to go back to stripping naked? Do you want me to go back to pulling of hairs? Do you want me to go back to uh, all manner of inhuman treatment? She said, oh, all these are what has been happening. I say, yes. Now, is this what you are asking me to go back to? She said, I will continue to plead with you for the sake of the children. Please go back. The children need you. I said, who among them is a baby now? I don't have little baby that I will say, because of this little baby, now let me go back to the house. Okay, I've suffered this thing for 30 years now. And people have been begging all this while. Whenever I come out, elderly people, especially elderly people, are the ones that used to come to beg. They will beg, beg, beg. This set will come, another set will come, another set will come. They will keep on begging. The pressure will become too much. I will now, out of shame, now go back to the house,
Oh.
expecting that he will change based on the promises they made when they were pleading on his behalf, expecting that he will change based on the promises that he himself made, but it doesn't change, rather it gets worse. So let me go back to the yesterday's woman. So yesterday I now asked her, what if I go and he continues, or if I die, what will you say? She said, God forbid, you will not die in Jesus name. At a time she now say, we must not die, and if I die I will be buried, but I will not die in Jesus name. That was when even admin Chichi now started answering her, because I was sitting together with admin Chichi. Admin Chichi got angry and started answering her, trying to make her understand. The woman didn't understand. She continued pleading for her business colleague, which my ex. She continued pleading. Admitichi got angry and started talking to her, as in giving her warning never to call me again to beg me to go back. Admitichi told her that she's a woman, let her go and replace me. She should replace me, or give him her sister, or give him her daughter. So that is that of the woman of yesterday. I have many, many people calling me, as in almost every day. My phone doesn't rest. his family members, his friends, neighbors, and some of my family members too. Because my ex is a kind of person that has sugar coated mouth. When he talks here, if you are there, you listen to him, you may fall victim, as in to sympathize with him. The way he will talk, you will fall, as in you will feel pity for him. But at the end of the day, he disappoints those people that help him to beg. That is it. But this time around, I've warned so many people that have been calling me. I've talked to them politely, Sha, that they should stop calling me, because I am the I am the person receiving the action. They will plead with me to go back, and when it starts happening, nobody will be there to collect the beating with me. Nobody will be there to be stripped naked with me. Nobody will be there to save me. So I am tired of this. I'm tired of this. And like some of them, why I used to get angry with some of them is that they may not know what has been happening, like the ones that are not staying on the same street with us. They don't know what has been happening between me and him. But despite the fact that I will explain to them finish, they will still plead with me again to go back. I don't know. Maybe till they see my cause before they will now stop pleading. By then it's already late.
Thank you. They don't care about you. They are protecting the perpetrator. That's sure about that.
Yes. Yes.
Sylvia, of course. Sylvia said, those who have lost their lives due to domestic violence, we are also begged to stay. Where are they today? All right. Now, I want to ask you another question.
Sorry. Yes. Even okay. There are when he was arrested and brought down to First Headquarters Abuja. The day I came to Abuja, which was 4th of February, we met there with his immediate younger brother and his business associates. Now, the one of them is like a boss to him. So the boss needed my attention. He tried to talk to me that day. I told him that I won't give you attention, because all this while I've begged for your attention. I remember on 3 occasions, on different times that you came to our house, I pleaded with you to talk to you, because I was in serious pains then. I needed someone that could talk to him so that he will, as in, stop the wickedness he was meting on me then. But he refused to listen to me. Now that he's arrested, he's passing through pains. Now you want me to listen to you. Then you are being biased. You are being biased. You don't love me at all. Why you are here and why you are begging, you are not begging to sustain the marriage. All you are begging for is for your business colleague to be free. But you never help me out of my own problem. And I told him that he has lost his respect where I am for not listening to me the time that I needed his attention. But now he wants me to listen to him, that he should not talk to me.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for telling us more. Number 3 question I wanted to ask you is, what gave you the strength to stay, to say enough is enough? What gave you the strength to say enough is enough? I now want to be free. What gave you that strength? Because for 30 years, you've been bearing him. Why did you now leave? Be honest with
Okay.
us.
Okay. Now I have, let me say, two reasons. Two reasons that made me to say enough is enough. Number one, let me repeat this again. I'm a Christian, he's a Muslim. And according to Islamic laws of divorce, if you divorce your wife the first time, there is still room for settlement. There is still chance for settlement. If you divorce her for the second time, there is still chance of settlement. But once it is done the third time, no more room for settlement. All right. He had done that the first, the second, and behold, he did the third one January. Now, after doing that one, he's not telling people till date, he's telling people that I'm lying, that he did not divorce me. Till date, that I should bring a written evidence of the divorce. While in the real sense, he did it. And no one was in the room because already people are already asleep. No one was in the room. So he asked me to provide a witness that had when he pronounced it, or I should bring a written evidence of the divorce. Now, based on this 3 times divorce, I have that strong mind to go. For him to ask me, despite all these things that he have been doing to me, for him to open his mouth and say, I've divorced you, this is the third one, I just have to go. And let me say, moreover, before this last divorce, anytime something, as in something happened, not anything reasonable, he will threaten me with that divorce.
Hey, hey.
Any little thing, he will tell me that if you do this, that will mark the end of your stay in my house. He always used that divorce to put fear in me, thinking that, okay, if he does the third one, that I will be begging him. That was his thoughts. Now, in order for me to prove to him that, to prove him wrong of that his thoughts, my mind was strong. As he pronounced that divorce, as he said it, he asked me to go, but before I go, let me return back the room I bought from him. Then the beating started. So I left the house, and now he is lying that he did not divorce me, that I should bring a written evidence, or I should bring a live witness, someone that was there, someone that had it when he said it. So I can't go back to that house again because he will use it in future to insult me.
Is it why you
That is
can't
one.
go back? Because he will use it to insult. Is that why you can't go back?
That is one of the thing that gave me the mind to go away. Then the second reason again is that all this while that he has been meting this wickedness on me, not that I don't used to leave the house. I used to leave. When my mom was still alive, I used to run to her. Then my brothers were young, as in they were small, they have not grown up yet. If I go back to our house, his father's family will come begging. This person will come today, the other person will come tomorrow. They will come like in 2, 3s. The mother's family will come, his friends will come, neighbors will come. The kind of words they will present to my mother, the kind of words they used to present, assuring words that it will not happen again. Then my mom will say, go back, let's try again and see if he will change. If he doesn't change, when you come back, you are not going back again. Now, it has happened several times before she gave up the ghost. He kept doing that. And fast forward to when my brothers now grew up. My brother Innocent was. There was a time he was beating me in the night. That day he stripped me naked self. My last born, who is in the page now, was the one that gave me wrapper to use and cover my nakedness. Now I now sent for a recharge card to call my brother. So as I was tying that wrapper now, he came from behind because everywhere was dark. I didn't notice him coming. He was coming from behind. Nobody noticed him.
Monica.
It was my first son that noticed him and said, Mommy, run, Mommy, hide. Mommy, enter this room, hide. So I now entered the room and called my brother. Behold, when my brother came, I was, in fact, almost naked. So that thing provoked my brother the way he saw me. He didn't even bother to ask, as in my brother did not bother to ask what happened, what led to him seeing me like this. He just said, pack your things and go. Which kind of young marriage you dey inside? Marriage you want kill yourself inside. Go pack your things, let's go. I entered the room. I brought out my bag. My children were crying because then they've not even reached this age. They were crying, mommy will follow you, mommy will follow you. He carried the last born, fling him on the chair. Now my brother carried me, driving home. So at a point, as in when we are going to his house, he changed his mind concerning going home. He drove into a police station. Then he went and laid a report concerning the abuse. And policemen were given to us to come and arrest him. He was arrested and locked for days. The same thing that they used to do, his family people used to do. They kept coming. My brother didn't answer them. His mom, an old woman, was coming. My brother didn't answer them. He said it is over. They kept coming. The one that made my brother to allow me to go back was the one that two kings, let me mention one. One, Seriki Romi, for those ones that are staying in Kaduna. Seriki Romi, somebody Joseph. Then the former Seriki of Romi, somebody Jewel. The two of them, they hold very big position in the society. They are well-respected people. Together with a pastor, the three of them came. After talking, dragging my brother, drag. My brother explained to them how people like elderly people have come in the past. They will plead and make a promise that he will not do that again. But if they allow me to go, he will still repeat the same thing. So, as in looking at their position in the society, my brother said, go, don't worry, go. That day I was crying when he asked me to go back. As in, I was crying. I thought everything was over. I was just crying. My brother said, don't worry, just go. Don't go. It will not, just go. It will not happen again. And when I went, it still continued happening. Now, in the case of my husband, if you happen to be a relative to me and I come to your place anytime he abuses me or he abused me, the way he will beg, the way people will come and beg, elders, you see different elders will come and beg with promises that he doesn't fulfill at the end of the day. So that is it. Now, I'm talking about the second reason that gave me that strong mind to say enough is enough. My family members, as in the ones I used to tell, because it's only few that I used to tell, they've given me the support in the past to come out. Like my brother Innocent, he has come to the house twice and took me away. There was a time he used police to be looking for my husband everywhere, apart from the first time he locked him. My husband had to jump through the fence and run away from the house. That was the year of Corona. He used police to follow him everywhere that day. They were looking for him. Now, my brother gave me that support. Come and stay in my house. Nosenja's sister, her elder sister, the one that got married recently, I once told her, and she asked me what I want, because she never knew that it is as serious as this. So she asked me what I want. I told her that I would like to leave the house, but I would like to stay near my children. She should just help me with money to rent an apartment to stay. She gave me the money. I paid for this apartment. I stayed there. As usual, they came as they used to come. They begged. Now, this very time around, what gave me that liver most to leave the house, apart from the 3 divorce or seki uku? My family member gave me the support that I needed, as in the strong support that I need, that can make me stand. And what is that support? A roof. A roof. Now, why did I say the roof? is the strongest support that I need. We have a culture in my place. I'm from Oka, Anambra State. I am a cousin to Los Angeles' father. Now, according to our culture, the father's house belonged to the first son. The father's house belonged to the first son. My father was married to two wives. I belong to a polygamous family. My mother was the second wife. Now, my father's first wife gave birth to 3 children, 2 male and 1 female, while my mother gave birth to us also in the Onuko's family. Now, when my father passed on, he built an upstairs 1-story building. When he passed on, according to our culture, the first son is the one that will inherit that house. Okay, now he inherited the house. Now, as he inherited the house, a lot of things happened. Even his own mom, when she was still alive, his own mom, when she was still alive, I don't know the issue he had with her then. He packed everything that belonged to his mother, packed everything, put it in a vehicle, asked the driver to take his mother back to her father's house. He sent his mother away. His own siblings, biological siblings, he drove them away from that my father's house. He drove them away. Though the brother lived in the house till he passed away. But problem always. And I remember when I was coming up, I used to be with my mom in Kaduna before my father's family came and took me away to Oka. Then I was in primary 6. They took me away to Oka. Then I started living in Oka. I was living with my cousin brother. That is the Los Angeles father, their last born. We are in the same house with the Los Angeles. We grew up together. We played as children. We played together, though they were in Port Harcourt while me, I was in the village. So at a time, I went back to stay at my father's house. When I was staying there, no quarrel, no misunderstanding, nothing. He sent me away from home one day. I went to church together with his daughter. That day, we are having love feast in the church. And he fixed time for us. Once it is 6 o'clock, you must be at home. So when I checked time on that day, it was after 6. And I told the daughter that we should go home. We should go home, that daddy will be angry. She said, no, they've not closed. She will stay till they close. And I left her in the church and came back home. When I came back home, he drove me away. He drove me away from home. We were staying upstairs. And I came down. I met his brother. I talked to the brother. I said, brother, please come and help me plead with daddy. He drove me. What did you do? I told him that I went to church and came back late. That time that drama was taking place, his own daughter had not come back here too. So that my brother went and begged him. He refused to hear. His own brother went and begged him. He refused to hear. That was how he drove me. I was sleeping under the staircase. I was sleeping there. The same thing he did to my elder brother, my immediate elder brother. He drove him away from the house for no reason. Now, why, among the reasons why I stayed for that 30 years in that abusive marriage, if I look back, I say, okay, let me pack my things and go back. Is it that house that I was sent away when I was little that I will go back to? Where do I go? So it's among the reasons why I didn't think of going back. And I didn't tell most of my family members, I didn't tell that I decided to just bear the pains like that. So now, what am I driving at? Now that this one happened, Nonsente asked me, what do you want? What do you want us to do for you so that you leave that place? I said, I want a house of my own. She said, is that all? I say, yes. What else do you want? Do you want to go back to the marriage, or you want to? I said, I want to come out. I don't want to go back again. She said, fine. She now asked people to look for land. They should look for land and show me the one they get. That was how they sent me videos of lands they got. And the very day I reached my hometown, that very day, as I stepped into my village, they took me to the various land that they showed me on WhatsApp. They took me to the various land, and I choose the one I like. Immediately, the land was paid for. I say, Father, I thank you. Before you know, the building started. So now, what is it I'm trying to say? That building gave me that strong mind to live, because now I'm not going to live with anybody. I'm going to live in a house of my own. So it makes me have that liver. Before, I was thinking where to go, and there were times that I left his house. I went and rented a room on 2 occasions, but this time around I went back to my house, and a temporary arrangement was made for me where to be before they build and finish the building. So that thing gave me the strong courage, that courage that I desire to live.
I'm so happy. I don't know if the family members got your story. You told the story too quickly. I hope they got the story. So I can summarize what Ngozi Onuko said. Ngozi Onuko said that this, let me ask this question. I think I saw Chinazam said, this story where they vex me like this. Okay, thank you. This story, one, they vex me like this. As they arrested him, you would have taken the kids and run to your father's house. Whether they like you or not, you stay put there. Now, she's not heard the story when she wrote it. I want to summarize this. I said I will not tell Ngozi's story. And I told Ngozi that I will not entertain her lying in public. I told you that, Ngozi. I said, if you don't want to speak the truth, do not lie. I know why I say this. I'm looking at my auntie Ngozi as a woman that will rescue a lot of women. Let me summarize her statement. Ngozi Onuko said that the reason why she stayed in an abusive marriage for 30 years is not that reason you thought about, love, wanting to go back. No. She said, number one, she is from a polygamous family. Number one. Number two, polygamy is not like in isolation. Listen more. Number two, at the death of her father, my grandfather, that the first son in Igbo land inherits the father. So we are listening to 2 issues now. So she is from a polygamous family. The father died. The first son of the father died. The first son of the father, her elder brother, Step, inherited the father's house as the first son. And what happened? Later on, chased the mother away. They now had to leave Oka down to the north. That's how she found herself in the north. Then secondly, the same first son, my uncle, chased even his own sisters away. So it's not about um, my auntie Ngozi. He also chased his own mother away. Therefore, she was almost like homeless. Almost like homeless. You know, I'm so happy Ngozi was able to say this. I was not ready to say her story because I will own her story. I want her to own her story. We have talked a lot. Now I see. Now I see. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You see, people were saying, "Are you okay? You are mad." I'm sorry about that. They told you this in the live show. The the barrister said you must be an insane wife of an insane man because it's not normal. How will somebody match? You are almost dying and you're living with him. Who does that? Who does that? He did not use any tape, no handcuff. It's the family. It's the family. It's not the husband killing Ngozi. It's the family. It's not the husband killing Ngozi. Is it the family that matched Ngozi? Yes, it is the family that matched Ngozi. When we talk about inheritance, first son issue, when we talk about women should have a place in their houses, in their family, people say, no, you're married, go away. That is why when your own family disowns you, who will own you? Hard con. When your blood disowns you, who will own you? The wicked man really took advantage of her knowing the family background. Thank you. So, I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you. Happy ending because you passed through hell and the new you will break the internet. So, Ngozi's elder brother inherited Ngozi's father's property and chased Ngozi and the others away in future. You know what I mean, in the long run. So Ngozi had no home. Ngozi felt homeless. When I was a child, when I was a child, I see my auntie Ngozi. I see her when, like she said, we lived in Port Harcourt. Then when we come for Christmas holiday in the village, Ngozi will come and sleep in her house. She sleep in this house. She was sleeping around. My auntie Ngozi was sleeping around when her father has a story building. Yes or no?
Yes.
She was sleeping around. She did not have anywhere because of inheritance. First son, inheritance. There are a lot, this society abused Ngozi. The family abused Ngozi. Now, no matter what, try to be safe and happy. Don't let anyone ruin your life. Thank you, Manso. So, now, because Ngozi did not have a base, she was going about looking for where to keep her head. When she eventually saw somebody that wanted to marry her, and she went with him. When all the abuse started coming, she remembers that she has no home. Because if she goes back, she will continue to lie around. It is my family. It is my family that abused Ngozi. Because Ngozi has owned up. I am speaking. You know, when I came earlier, previously, I say his family, his friends, is this and that. I was waiting for her to speak. She will say, I, that's she. It's not Ngozi. And it's not the man. It is the society. It is the family that abused Ngozi. Because I have a daughter. and two sons. In fact, I have two daughters because I adopted one. Don't worry about that. You soon see her. I have a daughter or two daughters and two sons. How? Who born monkey banana? How can I want to talk about this and I'm very tearful. How can I be alive and allow my daughter, my own daughter, to be abused? Okay, I have sisters. Ngozi is my auntie. My elder sister is Ngozi. My younger is Uzamaka, her look-alike. How can I be alive and a man or whomever abuses my sisters? I can't. So the issue about inheritance, polygamy in that case, the struggle for who owns the property rendered Ngozi, my auntie, homeless. So she also added that even family, when this happens, they would tell her once in a while, okay, go back. After rescuing her, they would tell her to go back. And she cries. I heard one, she said, she cries back. They would tell her it's the children. She cries back. Society did not rescue her. Society didn't. Family didn't. I know her story. I remember sometimes when we go for Christmas, I'll say, come, let's sleep together. You know, I like sleeping with my auntie. We'll sleep in the bed. She will say today she wants to go to another auntie's. I said, don't go, don't go. I don't know if you remember. I said, don't go. Stay with me. Stay with me. And as a child, Ngozi told me a lot of stories. Part of the stories is that she wants a place. She wants a place, even if it's a room. She said, even just a house, a room of her own. She doesn't have a room. You don't understand. She doesn't have a room. Meanwhile, her father has a story building. I'm a small child. She's telling me she wants a place. How can I help you? I can't. I'm in my father's house. She would tell me she told me she asked my daddy to build her a house or give her a house or something. And I was looking, I can't help her. So immediately I heard her story. I did not ask her if she wanted to go back. No, it's not true. When you told me this story, I did not ask you if you wanted to go back. I didn't ask you that. I couldn't hear that story. I ran away. I asked you, what do you want? You told me you want somewhere to call your place. You didn't even ask for a house pass. You just wanted a roof that will be your own. People will not chase you away from there. I said, done. What else? You said you want your son to go to school. I said, done. What else? Anything you said, I said, done. Because I know the only way to help people like Auntie Ngozi is to give them a home. A home she never got. So I want to ask you another question. The next question I want to ask you is, let me see. Right now, Ngozi, what scares you more? Is it the stark illiterate you left, or the family and friends that wants you to go back? I think I've asked you this indirectly. What scares you more? Who do you feel Like, what gives you more tension? Is it the stark illiterate you left behind, or those people that are calling you, let's say the family, calling you to go back to him?
Sincerely speaking, none of the two. None of the two. Why I say none of the two is because, as for my ex, he has been, as in, I've been secured. My security has been taken care of.
Security
Even,
confirmed.
yeah,
Security confirmed. Madam.
yes, he has signed an undertaking
Fantastic.
that if anything happened to me, spiritually and physically, he will be whole responsible for that. And for the family and friends that want me to go back,
Good.
um, I won't say they scare me. Why I will not say they scare me? Um, I've taken a decision. Whatever they will tell me now cannot pressure me to going back. It won't pressure me to go back at all.
Fantastic. Nangok said, your family neglected you, correct? Let's call a spade a spade. Because when we cut it and lie, come and say, it's me, my family loves me, we are not saying the complete truth. Let's call a spade a spade. Yes, they neglected her. Yes, they didn't give her a place. That is why we will continue to talk about inheritance. Women must inherit their family, their parents. They pushed you to the danger zone, yes. Whether Ngozi went there or not, if my daughter, if my sister, even if my auntie goes into a danger zone, because I have an open home, a open heart, I will go and bring her home. You went through neglect, you went through loneliness. Thank God you spoke out. I celebrate your strength, your resilience. You are a heroine. Thank you. So I want to say, right now, let me ask you another question before we speak. Okay, Destiny Chai, can you cover your camera, please? Cover your camera so I can bring you up. You're dark. Speak honestly. I want you to speak honestly. To those re-victimizing you, those that are calling you, those that are telling you to go back because of this, because of that, because of this, because of that, because of everything, go back. Who is removing this? If you listen to their pressure and return, Antingo, what do you think would happen to your life if you returned? Speak now.
Yeah, I've passed through the valley of death. I escaped. Though what will be will be. I think that going back to that house, as in God has given me a second chance to live, going back to that house is like daring God. God forgive me. Is that tempting God, or like trying to see what will happen to me if I go back? Of course, I might end up losing my life.
Oh.
So
All right.
I will not joke with this opportunity that I have.
Okay,
Now,
thank you. The next question, quickly, before I ask Auntie Monica to speak. How do you feel now that you survived? Are you regretting leaving the stark illiterate?
not at all.
Not at all.
Nothing to regret. The only thing I'm regretting is that wasting 30 years with him.
I like the way you called it a waste, but don't worry. Your ototo is your morning. The time you wake up is your morning. No wahala. The next question I want to ask you is, what message do you want to give to women who are still in very abusive marriages today because society told them to stay?
All right. To all the women in abusive marriage, I would like to tell them that we all have just one life. No one will give you his or her own life to add to yours. Whatever you are passing through in that marriage, you are the one directly receiving the action and not them. Don't listen to whatever they will say. Don't think of the names they will be calling you, as in that you leave your husband's house. Don't listen to that. Don't think of the shame that, oh, I'm not bearing Mrs. again, I'm not bearing a divorce.
Oh, Gloria.
Don't think of that. Don't think your life matters most, because you just have only one life. So forget about what people say or what they think, but focus on your own life. Focus on how to better yourself, how to improve your life, how to move on, what to do to start afresh again, to start all over again.
Fantastic. Thank you. The next question I want to ask you is, do you feel the co-victimizers are those people that we call you and say, go back, forgive him, he changed. The co-victimizers, they are victimizers themselves. Do you think they care about the marriage or they care about your life? What do they care about?
All right, I will say out of ignorance, they feel they care for your marriage, not knowing that your life matters most. So they don't care for your life, but it's out of ignorance that they feel that they care for you.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. The last question I will ask you, then I'll bring in our sister, is today you're sitting here, a free woman. Woo! Jesus! Wow. You're not thinking of the next beating. You're not thinking of the next stripping. You're not thinking of the next blind eye. Although you came out with some people tell me, what happened to one of our eyes is marriage. Today you're sitting here, a free woman. Do you regret leaving, or do you feel you got your life back?
I don't regret leaving. I don't have any reason to regret leaving. Rather, I breathe the air of yes, because when I was in the marriage, I wasn't free. That's why the fact that I was trying to do everything possible to make the marriage work. But the more I tried, I was being disappointed. So now I am free, totally free. I am free, very free. Oh my God, family members,
Wow.
I am overexcited. I won't just sit down and tell you how I feel. Let me use this song to show you how I feel. I am free.
There was a song you sang. You said everything is turning around. You said everything is turning around for you.
Yes. Yeah. Remember that song the day I was leaving Kaduna? Yes. I can see everything turning around. Everything turning around. Everything is turning around. For my good.
I can.
For my good.
Thank you very much.
For my good. Sorry, fam members. I'm being dramatic. I'm just expressing my joy. Wow. I am overexcited. I am very, very, very happy. Wow. I'm very happy. I'm not regretting leaving.
Fantastic. This is the best show for me because you can put the thing back down. Let us be on the same level. Anyone watching you and seeing how happy you are and still call you to go back, tell the person I said to kiss my ass. Don't say it too loud. Now let me bring in Sister Monica. We have just 5 minutes to close. Sister Monica is Ngozi's younger sister. She has her own story, which will have a different part to talk about. We'll talk about Monica's own case on a different date. Ngozi, I'm so happy you came here saying both families and friends, we are also advising you to go back. I know Sister Monica one time did because I was really angry as well with her. But she said she was joking. Sister Monica, I know the network did not allow you to hear everything Ngozi said. Ngozi, I told Ngozi after the part 2 that I will not stop this show until she speaks the truth. I told yes or no? Yes or no?
You said so.
I said I will not stop this show until she speaks the truth. I said, if my daddy joined to do anything against you, call his name. Enough is enough that we hide. The more we hide, the more we protect perpetrators. Yeah, so Sister Monica, I want to know if you heard at least 50% of what Ngozi said. Her message was directly not to her husband is dead and gone. Oh, hey, her husband is dead and gone. But she's talking to the people that re-victimize her. You can sit up. We are on international people are watching. Sit up, sweetie. Monica is supposed to be my auntie, but I'm older than her. We are age mates. Yeah. So Sister Monica, I don't want us to talk about your case. I know you have a case similar. We'll talk about it later. Looking at Ngozi, your elder sister and my auntie, what do you have to say? Also, listening to how she has been sending messages to those people that are calling her and asking her to go back to her ex. Look at Ngozi Onuko. Chai! Asamwa Omalicha Enenete Jolo. Hey! Chineke Namie. I never knew my auntie is this beautiful. What do you have to say? Hearing her say, there was a question I asked her. She said she's more angry or worried or fearful of those that are calling her to go back than her own husband. What do you have to say to her? And what do you have to say to yourself and to me as well, and to IOM family? Then we close. Thank you.
The truth is that the only thing I will say is apology is normal in situation like this. It is normal because it's very, very hard, very difficult, if not you that have this mind of, that is plain mind to say it the way it is. I don't want to fake, I don't want to pretend this is me. You either take me or you leave me. So aside from people like you, majority people, even those that knows the truth, will still tell you, stay, endure, manage. So it is just normal. It is only those with the fear of God that can stand. No, I stand against this. But a lot of people will tell you, stay, there is not one day he will change. Keep praying, keep praying. Keep praying until when the person dies. And when the person dies, they will start saying, like for instance, in my own case, when I was having issue, my parents even advised me to go back to stay. But later something happened when my younger sister died in her marriage. So she herself faced abuse. My dad now, with his own mouth, open mouth to say, Monica, if marriage no favor
Sorry,
you, please
sorry,
come
sorry,
out. Oh.
sorry, sorry,
Mm,
sorry. Did you say
mm.
your younger sister died in marriage?
Yeah, she did abuse.
Good. Continue quickly.
So when it happened, my dad called me one night because I remember when she was having issue too, I went there to go and fight. So my dad called me and said, because of my own marriage is not working, then that is why I don't want my sister's own to work. But when she died, he now called me and say, if marriage no work, oh, my daughter, please come out of the marriage. Don't stay. So what am I trying to say in Essex? A lot of people will tell you, please stay, please do like this. It is normal. But my joy, my happiness is this stand that she has taken, this bold step that she has taken. Like one song just came to my mind when she was singing. I don't know if I should sing it.
Yeah, continue. We want to round up, please.
Mm. So this song is I have joy, I have joy. Not angel is my joy today. I have joy, I have joy. Not angel is my joy today. So why? Because honestly, you really helped her a lot. In fact, and you've done a lot. A lot. Because if not for you, maybe even she herself, I would have lost her.
Oh,
With the nature, with the way the man do, beating somebody, having this belief what will happen. Nobody can do me anything. Even if I kill you today, nobody can come and challenge me. So you say with this thing now, his eyes, that is, it has become an eye opener for him. Now he has seen that, okay, she has people. Now there is somebody that can stand and say, no, come out, you are not going back again. Like how we are brought up, we are brought up in a family that says that marriage is the ultimate. Marriage is certificate to heaven. Without marriage, you will not make heaven. Without marriage, people will not give you a place in the society. So with that mindset now, and this fear of if I leave, where will I start? Will I be alone? So all this public talk, just though she has said it all, turning a deaf ear to all those things, damning everything that anybody will say. Everybody have his own story.
oh,
My story might not be your story, and your story will never be my own story. I am the only one that knows my story. So I am the only one that knows my pain. So I don't expect anybody to start telling me, stay or no stay, go or no go. No. The only thing, all what we need is aid. When you have that aid, run. Run as fast as you can. That's the only distance. Like even in my own situation that time, her own is even better. The husband will be showing remorseful. I am sorry. Somebody like my husband will tell you women are everywhere. If I want under 16, I will get. I want under 10, I will get. In fact, go to internet, you will see women
sorry,
begging,
sorry,
begging
sorry.
men.
Just point of correction,
Mm,
sister me. You know I love you. Her
mm,
husband is not better
mm,
than yours. His own trick, the way he finishes her is he will hit her,
mm.
he will abuse her, he will hit her, he will blow up. I love you. He will hit her. He will hit her. So he's not remorseful. He's just trying to get control back. And this kind of people will lick your axe. When they get you, they blast you. He's not
At
being
least,
remorseful.
at least, even if he pretend, like my own openly, he will tell you. Women are applying for me to be their
No, the
husband.
husband. Look, let's not, sister. You remember I said I want to host you differently. I know why. If you say compare, I can tell you the husband calls her an infidel, dirty idiot, animal. Get out of here. He married another woman on top of her. He told her. So if
Ah,
you say, yeah, so leave that
even
man.
he has started fixing the house for the other woman now.
Thank you. So
So
Monica,
actually, you really tried because now look at her, she is shining.
look
Look
at her.
at her,
Look at
she is
her.
looking
Look at her.
plumping.
Look
Look
at
at
her.
her, she is looking younger. Looking
Jesus.
younger, her color, her
Eh,
complexion
oh,
coming out
please,
properly.
please, Sister Monica, I will put
Eh?
in for husband request for her or boyfriend. She doesn't need to marry. I'll get
Please
her.
do. If she will, because she's this type that, hey, please do. I'll be very happy.
I will connect her with Oyibo man.
I better connect her because
I'll connect
look
her.
at her, she's looking, and she is Oyibo already. She is your
Oh,
color. Fair at least when she go there and she can speak.
she looks young. You
So,
know another thing.
how
Another
about
thing.
see my
Another
sister
thing.
looking sophisticated. Before my sister, I will tell her. When you tell her, she we are Now that when I see her making her donut, I say, God, is this one my elder sister? I have to look. Sometimes I will zoom my picture properly to see if she is the one.
Let me say this. Let me
Nurse
say this.
Angel, you are wonderful. God will bless you.
Let me say this. When I look at her, I remember, I'm sorry, God. God forgive me. God forgive me. I remember one, I'm in the public, so I have to watch my tongue. I remember one lady that is not, she's married to one rich Oibo man. If you look at the lady, you'll be wondering, what's happening? What's happening? What's happening? My my auntie beat the lady hands down. And every day she's posting on the internet. We are in this country. They are always going round the world, round the world. I'm like, oh my God. But again, you don't need a man to do that for you. You can do it for yourself. You don't need a man to do that for you. You can do it for yourself. But
Sure.
what I'm trying to say is, what I'm trying to say is, you are as good as you can be. You don't need to die in the name of marriage. You are too much for the stark illiterate. He has dealt with you enough. Enough is enough. Let's see. Family members are now laughing. Monica, another thing I want to say is she told the story from the root. We don't need to repeat it again. She told the story from the root. And part of the story is this: family. The only reason why a man can abuse a woman comfortably is family. What do you have to say about that?
You are right. That is the truth. That is the truth. Family. If that family gives that open hand, it depends on how the family, the foundation, how it started. Because if from the beginning, this warning action has been taken, though it has, so we took the action, no, but that time, love, she was blinded by love, actually.
Mm-mm.
She was blinded by love. She so much, it's like the love she has for the man is far, 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 far bigger than what the man has for her.
Mm-mm.
Because she loves him with all her mind, her spirit, her body, and soul. She conformed herself to his family totally. So, family to an extent contribute, and we as a person to an extent we contribute.
Thank you very much. And I want to ask,
That is just the truth.
remove your hand. I'll remove you. If you remove your hand, I bring you back. You are in a public this thing. If I think our network is bad. So Auntie Ngozi, Monica said you love the man so much, more than the man loves you. And that is why, in addition to family, that is why he did you what he did. Is that true?
No, it's not true. That is a misconception. It's not true. It's not true. There are factors that make people think that it's love that made me to remain there. Like I've mentioned some. And another one is, like I said last week, right? I said, my children, he will not allow me to go with the children. He won't allow me to go with the children. And with what I'm seeing in that house, I can't leave my children behind and go. There is no way I can live without the children because they were too small. But now they have grown up. My last born is 19 years old. So it's not love as people think.
I mean, I look for a woman for her. All right. So I want to say that for me, I concur with Auntie Ngozi to say is the root. And I'm speaking to women all over the world. I concur with Auntie Ngozi to say it is indeed the root. Why? Is the root because families are number one, the contributing factor. If your family does not own you, who would? If your family refuses to own you, how will someone else own you? So the society is a contributing factor. The family is a contributing factor. Friends are, and yourself, Ngozi, yourself as well. I am not removing you entirely, but I know that if you had a strong family base, you are not number one in the picture. You are secondary. The primary foundation is the family. When the family, we've done a lot of programs on IOM, and we say inheritance, don't disinherit women. I saw somebody say women deserve every bit of inheritance from parents. Every bit of inheritance from parents. We are all bettered by the same parents. I deserve same treatment given to the male children because I am also part and parcel of the family. Thank you, Nangok. I want to say, when we start to allow women inherit, when we start to make sure women are part and parcel of the family. Not when you give birth to a woman, you will tell her you're not a member of the family. That means a lot. You are not here. You're not wanted here. Go to your husband's house and stay there. That breaks a woman. That is why people are asking, why are women dying in marriage? This is the reason. A woman from birth is told that she's not a part of her own family. A woman from birth, once a woman does not inherit anything, please don't ask her to contribute during burial. Thank you, Juliet. A woman, when she is told she's an outcast in her home, who wants to own an outcast? The root of abuse is from the family. Family gave you out, and family can take you back. especially if you're unsafe. Safety is key in marriages. Imagine marriage is not for worse, for staying. You see, for better, for worse does not mean abuse. It means when the condition is poor, when you're maybe you lose your job, when you're sick, when there is hardship, when the things are not balanced. For better, for worse situation of economy and hardship and illness is not for abuse. No marriage talks about abuse. You are not going into marriage to be beaten. You are not an animal is not even beaten. Animals also have rights. So I want to end by allowing you, family members, I want to ask you guys a question. And the question now is, should a woman stay in a marriage that can kill her? Yeah, what a stupid question. Yes or no? Should a woman stay in a marriage that can kill her? Yes or no? I am watching. Let's see what they I know this one is a no. Fantastic. Now I have some questions for family members as well. The next one is, does silence save victims or protect abusers? Does silence, if a woman keeps thank you, I am so proud of you, Ngozi. For this thing, I'm going to really, really compensate you for speaking up. I will do that. More compensation. More compensation for speaking up. I'm going to do that. So does marriage, okay, you say B, all right. B, okay. B, so the question is, does silence save victims or protect abusers? It protects abusers. B. Another question I have is this: why do people come to make peace only after the victim escapes? Is this real peace, or is it re-victimization? So is it real peace, or is it real re-victimization? Why do people come to make peace after the victim of an abuse escape? Tell us. We want to know. I will look at it. Yeah, 1 minute. Why do people? It's a re-victimization. Fantastic. Fantastic. Re-victimization. All right. The next question I want to ask, very important. When a woman dies in an abusive marriage, people say, like you said, Auntie Ngozi, they say it's God's will. Who is really responsible for her death? Is it God or is it the society? Who is really responsible for a victim dying in an abusive marriage? Is it God that killed the victim? Or is it the society? I didn't even say the husband. The society. Thank you. The society. Okay. Society. Okay. The society. So it's not God. Okay. Now, this question now. Who is more dangerous to a victim? Because you said it. You didn't see this question. Is it the abusers or the people who force the victim to go back? Who is more dangerous to the victim? Is it the abusers or the people that force the victim to go back to their husband's useless, stinking house? Which one? Remember, he's not God. I love you, Cornelius. If the immediate family had accommodated her with love, the husband would not have had the nerve to go that far in abusing her. I agree. Correct. Very important. People who force the victim to go back, okay? The people, not even the abuser. Now, the second to the last question is this. When a man leaves a bad marriage, listen, fams, when a man leaves a bad marriage, people say he is a wise man. When you say, oh, my wife is bad and I left her, wonderful, good man, she wanted to use you. When a woman leaves a bad marriage, people say she's stubborn. Is marriage harder for women than men? Yes or no? Is marriage harder for women than men? Basil said yes. Olayemi, I miss you, said yes. And Basil said yes as well. Ekpera Amaka said yes. Marriage is indeed harder for a woman than a man. The last question for farm members. Which do you prefer? A dead married woman? Of course, we need you to be married. God hates divorce. Or a living divorced woman? Which do you prefer? Farm members, which do you prefer? Do you prefer a dead marriage is harder for women in our toxic society? Thank you. And is family? Hello, it is family. Which do you prefer? A dead married woman or a living divorced woman? A divorced woman. A living divorced woman. A divorced woman. A living divorced woman. A living divorced woman. A living divorced woman. Cause a dead woman won't speak. A living divorced woman. And this is all we have for tonight. Before we leave, I want to say this and say it clear. Destiny Child, I can see you're still listening. I want to speak to each and every one of us. I want to say that society, so a living divorced woman, society is part and parcel of abuse. We are all here condemning the abuser, but we all supported the abuse in one way or the other by us calling Ngozi. Hello, anyone listening to me, if you had called Ngozi to go back to the, look at Ngozi, look at Auntie Ngozi, look at her. Someone that came out of death, now looking younger than ever before. And you still have the guts to pick your phone and give her a call and ask her to go back to the abuse. You are an abuser. I repeat, any one of you listening to me tonight, and I'm speaking without fear or favor, I've already sent a stink and a warning, and this record will be a witness to me, or I will use it as a witness, that you should not attempt in your dream to send me any message for nonsense peace, because peace means death. You know, they say to get peace, you must prepare for war. So these people are coming in the name of peace to kill my sister. I want to say, anyone listening to me, if you are born of a human being and created by God Almighty, and you still have the guts to give Ngozi a call, after Ngozi has shedded, she has a kind of opened her heart. What she did tonight, I never expected, because she has always told me she's scared to speak. Yes, Ngozi, is that true or false? You told me you are scared to speak the truth, that you rather take the blame, let people say you are bad, than for you to speak the truth, that family are the root cause of why you refuse to go, that there is nothing like love won't kill you, that all the love is because of where will you go. So if you are listening to me tonight and have the guts to call Ngozi after this talk show and tell her to go back to her abuser and be in these cups because of marriage. If you are looking at, if you had listened to this and you said to her, because the woman lying in that box, imagine she's Ngozi Onuko, and imagine you were one of those that called her to go back. You see, we are talking about this and it's sounding like a news. This is a human being. This is not fake. This is death. The person that died could be Ngozi in that box. Hey, God forbid though. God need a forbid. God need a forbid. This person in this box, this burial box, could have been Ngozi Onuko. This person in the burial box could have been Ngozi Onuko. This person, they are sitting surrounded and weeping, could have been Ngozi Onuko. This person they are putting under 6 feet below could have been Ngozi Onuko. Who killed her? The people that killed this Ngozi Onuko is not the husband. Is these people seated here crying? Is these people do you know why they are crying? Do you know why they are crying so hard? It's because they killed her. It's because they killed her. That is why they are crying. Had I known, is not my sister's name. Had I known, is not my auntie's name. If you are listening to me, after listening to me, you pick up your phone to call Ngozi Onuko and tell her to come for peace talk. God, thunder fire you. Thunder fire you. If you are listening to me, wait. If you are listening to me, Ngozi, I want you to also share. If you are listening to me, nah man, Iroma, Iru mommy. If you are listening to me this night, you are hearing me. You heard Ngozi Onuko. You heard her weep. You heard a woman that have now spoken this. She didn't speak the whole truth before. Hello? Ngozi Onuko compromised the truth. I am listening to her. And I told her, I'm not okay, Madam Hope. I wanted to close. Thank you for calling. I don't know how much you watched and how much you didn't watch. Okay, Monica, you've joined the. Okay, mute. I don't know how much you watched. You will speak now. I just stood up. I'm telling the people, if they are listening to me, and if you have watched part 2, Ngozi Onuko compromised on the truth. Victims always protect their victimizers. They protect. Who is the victimizers? The society. They are number one. The family. They are number one. The friends. They are number one. The husband is not the main person. Who see that monkey? See the cockroach? See the stark illiterate small rat? Where I go just do poof. I go give am Chinese vending. If I just kick him, I go kick him. You and I'm not joking. I'm not joking. If you listen to me tonight, if you listen to tonight's talk show, and you have the guts, you have the liver, you have the mind, you have the wickedness, you have the wickedness, you are a killer. You are a killer. Look at this burial box. You are a killer. You are a killer. If you had listened to me and you still have the mind to send message, make a call, or ask Ngozi to go back from mortuary to mortuary, a man that have killed her unborn children. That is how good it was. That is how good it was. A man that brings her out in the public and the society watch like a movie. See him kill her children, pull her hair, strip her naked. As old as she is, as at January this year, he gave her the beating of her life. As at January this year, he gave her the beating of her life. If you have heard Ngozi's story, and if you have heard the truth, the root of what happened, that the only reason this bastard, this stark illiterate, was able to beat her, and call her infidel, and call her all the names on earth, is because first son syndrome did not give her a home when her father died, because she came from a polygamous family when her father died, because she had no inheritance, she had no home. She was a kind of sleeping, what do they call it? There's a name they call it. Rough, she's a rough sleeper. Yes. I want to tell you that Ngozi Onuko is a rough sleeper. Ngozi Onuko is a rough sleeper. And I want to say to you that if after hearing this story, you still call Ngozi Onuko and tell her to go back to her abuser, you are an abuser yourself. It can only be because you are an abuser. So I want to say, okay, Madam Hope has gone off. I want to say, stop victimizing the victimized. I repeat, stop victimizing the victimized. I say, stop victimizing the victimized. Why? Because you that will give her a call and tell her to forgive, he will change. You that will give her a call and tell her, oh, let bygone be bygone. You that saw her. What did Ngozi say here? Ngozi said her issue. That's why I said victimization of the victimized. Her issue is not about her abuser. Her issue is not about her abuser. Her issue is about those that support the abuser, those that are calling her to go back. These are the people she is worried about. Society is part of the abuse. We must accept a painful truth. This is the painful truth. Sometimes the husband beats, sometimes husband beats the woman. However, the society finishes the job, because when she tries to escape, the society blocks the door. Monica, join the stream. Let me call Madam Hope directly. When she tries to escape, the society blocks her. That's it. Good. So, Madam Monica, I want you to add your voice to this before I close. I was trying to make my closing statement. Add your voice to this. I said, if you want to hear, when the society is the one that finishes the job, not the man. Because when she was trying to escape, I want to call her directly. Monica, join the Join the, where is Madam Hope? Good. Let me call her directly. When she tries to escape, the society blocks the door. Oh, the society, now them go first lock her up. When she tries to speak up, the society will tell her to shut up. When she tries to leave, the society will shame her. That is why many women die in marriages, not because they cannot, not because they cannot leave, but because they are not allowed to leave their marriages by the society. Now, Madam Hope is struggling to come. I want to say, okay, Madam Hope, let's hear from you so we can close. Yeah. I've been wasting time to get you to speak.
Hello?
Yes, let's hear from you so we can close.
Okay, I have listened to from beginning till now.
Oh, good.
What has been said. Because I had to, when I was having challenge with the call, I had to connect to the Facebook.
Okay.
Just a quick one. I'm happy that she has said, in fact, there is no need for any further sensitization or enlightenment, because every aspect of everything that has to do with domestic violence, has to do with gender-based violence, everything has been extracted from this particular case scenario.
Correct.
I was picking up everything you heard her said. The inheritance, the extent, in her case, a lot of cases were brought up.
Yes.
She talked about a mother of a child, a woman who had undergone all the challenges. She doesn't belong to her family, she doesn't belong to her husband.
Correct.
To the extent that even her own child, even her own son, packed her and sent her back to her father's house. We kept saying that why women are dying in marriage.
Sorry, it's her brother. It's her brother. It's her brother, not her son, her brother. Okay, her elder brother. Yes, he pushed the mother out of the. Yes, you're right. Yeah.
Step brother.
Yeah. Correct. You're right, Madam Hope. You're right.
I heard everything. If you can relax, let me give a feedback. I heard everything. When she was saying all these things, I have mentioned this in during the time we are discussing these issues of inheritance. The impoverishment of a woman is the root cause of gender-based violence. Because you don't belong to your father's house, you don't belong to your husband's house. Where do you belong to?
Thank you. Dalo. Thank you.
So they said that men are even taking it up as something to brag with. They will tell you, if you don't want to die like Osinachi, you better go back to your father's house. And your father's people are telling you, you don't have a place in this house, better don't come back here. Right. If you come back here, you don't have a room to stay. If you manage to stay at all, they will make the place a hell for you. That's why we are telling women that all of us and everybody in our mind family, brothers and sisters, as we are listening, begin to look at it. We are telling us to begin to groom our sons, our daughters, to know that it's the same father and mother who that gave birth to them, that is the same blood that is flowing in their veins. Let them know that they belong to each other. Whatever, even if it's one room that you have, let everybody know that one room belongs to all of them.
Thank you.
That you are married does not mean that you don't belong to your father's house again. Now, you that is not even married, they will already pursue you to leave that house because you don't have a place. As long as you were born a female child from the day you were born, if your father did not even reject you at the hospital because they born you a female, At the end of everything, it's still this same female that will take care of them in old age. It's this same female that they did not give any inheritance that will be the one that is taking care of them. Now, another issue that came up when Auntie Monica was talking. She also shared her own experience. Her own mother was now telling her that she didn't want her sister's marriage to work because her own did not work. This is to show you how women has been groomed to accept their fate, that they are meant to be abused and die in abuse. And the society we are talking about is made up of family. The community you are talking about is made up of family.
Thank you.
If we have to correct this, if we have to change what is happening, even if from the beginning that when the old what do you call it, the people that made up this culture that decided that a woman will not inherit.
They are dead, though. They are dead, though. They are dead, though.
Because they belong to another family. Because they belong to another family. They were, yes, the wickedness that is going on now was there then, but not to this extent. Now we begin to interrogate this decision of not giving a woman a place in her father's house. Is it still working? Is it doing us good or more harm? This is what we begin to interrogate and begin to inculcate in our children, our brothers, our sons and daughters. Let the girls know that they belong to their family. Let the boys know that their sisters belong to their family. Even when you are sharing, or even if you build have only one room, let everybody know that this one room is where you brought them up. This is where they all belong to. So that even if anything is happening to a woman, she should know that she has a place in her father's house and that she's being welcomed. Because these are the things that is contributing to all our women not wanting to go back to their, whether polygamy or not. We're not, that one is just secondary. Because we're talking of only one father, only one mother. They might even be only two. Only a boy and a girl. Even at that, the brother will not want her sister to come back. He wants to take everything, even if he himself is a billionaire. He doesn't even care. As far as he feels that it is his right to inherit his father, that is to the extent that a son will package her mother and send her back to her father's house. That's how a son will claim everything that the mother has worked for, because the mother don't have, because she's a woman, she's born a female, no matter what she did. I've said it before. We have a lot of people who brought cases where their own son is taking everything that they worked for. Even as a matron has a hospital, the son chased her out of that and took away everything. We don't have time for all these things, but let us take one thing away from whatever that is being said. Whatever the solution, we are the agents of change. The solution is in our hand. And the only way we can solve this is to come in terms with reality and know that until we begin to make our children, female children, know that they belong to their fathers, that they can always run back to their fathers, whether their parents are there or not. When the brothers and sisters begin to know that their sisters should not die in marriage because there's no room for them in the house, when they begin to accept them back, when they begin to create an enabling environment, it will make a lot of people to look back and know that they can fall back to their families and relatives and friends and families and relatives, especially the immediate family. Where the immediate family is not coming forth, the extended families are there. And the Onukos has proved it to us with this particular case. Let us take it home. I want to believe that no matter everything that is being said, all these people that are telling her to go back, they are not after her marriage, they are not after her own interest. Their only interest is that this perpetrator that has been arrested
Thank you.
They want him released. That is all.
Period.
No matter the begging, no matter the preaching, I want us to know that they are not interested in our own Ngozi. They are not interested in anything. They are only interested in that man.
Oh.
That man that is under. That's why we tell you, the estate people will go. The next thing they will say emotional blackmail, like they are already doing to Ngozi. So this is the society. The problem is the society, and the society is the family.
Yes.
So we will begin to provide the protection and the support. Our sisters will continue to die in marriage. I want to leave it here.
Before you leave it there, thank you for your powerful statement, because Ngozi Onuko, I gave her a platform. I asked her when she made mention of something during Women's Day or so. I can't remember. I told her to wait and let's host her. And when I asked her the question, I know her story in terms of the root, but she was hiding the family story. She was just saying it's her fault, it's her fault. She didn't even say how families are telling her to stay, how families are taking her back to. She says she goes back. She was hiding the truth. She didn't say the root cause that she doesn't have a place in her own home. She's my auntie. It's not something I should be proud of, but it's something I should be honest about. And I kept saying to Ngozi after the show, I said, you are very conservative with the truth. I cannot allow you to do this to people. If you don't open up, how will people learn? She said she doesn't want quarrel. Family will beat her. This one will slap her. That one. You see, I told her I wasn't happy. She's my auntie. I respect her, but I told her I will not end this show until you speak the truth. I told her. I said nothing stops me from coming to tell the story. But let me allow you to own up and speak the truth. But all these things you're saying, I went back, baby, you need to speak the truth. And I will keep grinding you until you say the truth. My question to you, Madam Hope, why was she hiding the family and taking the blame herself? When the truth is, like she said today, the last time, one of the times it happened, because imams, bishops, popes, and all the elders came and begged my brother. He is a smaller person. He had to tell her to go back after witnessing the abuse, the stripping off, and a whole lot of others, including my sisters, calling her to say, go back, including the family saying, oh, mothers, telling her to go back. Why did she come publicly to hide the family and take the blame?
You asked me this as a question. I think she's the better position to answer that question, but I'll try to tell you why that.
And why I ask you is because you're on the field.
Yeah. Why I ask is still the same emotional blackmail. You know, sometimes people will tend to protect. I don't know how to put it, but I'm telling you that for her not to come out openly, the whole truth is that she knew that even if I don't even know, there is a lot of thing around, there is a lot of story around that, like she has taken time to break it. You find out that immediate solution to that might not come because she has seen it as a culture that is a normal thing, that the family, because she's like, if the same person could send her own mother away, and what would she say? Would she start asking that she should go back and they give her a room? And you know that sometimes there are some things that you just see that it's something that you don't even know how to go about. She might not really be doing it as she wants to protect those people. She might not be seeing it from that angle. I'm sure it's now that we started handling this thing and making her to talk, and a lot of things are coming up, that some things are really she's beginning to understand and really bringing these things up for people to really see. But from the time she was under that condition, she might not be really thinking properly. She might not be doing it that she's trying to protect the family. She might not really know that this is actually her problem, but yet unconsciously she knew that where will I even go, even if to the extent that she was giving money to rent house. And remember that the major thing she has said, and she has emphasized it here, which we have agreed last time, was that why she was going back is because her children were still small and those things were pulling her back to that place. If she has been able to come out with those children from that time, and this room that we are rented was rented far away with her children, away from that environment, she wouldn't have been going back until now. But now she has made it clear her children are no longer small. That is one thing that has encouraged her. Two, again, there is because you people now understood her major problem. Because one, even if a house is rented, what of sustainability? But now that she knew that she has a place, a roof over her head, as she said it, it's the same thing with women. It is truly that in her own father's house, because her case is the case of almost every woman in this case scenario. Even where the father has enough room and enough, they say, coming back, the society is the people victimizing and killing them, because they will use their verbal abuse and mouth to keep telling the person that she doesn't want to go and obey her husband and subject, what do you call it, to bring herself under the leadership of the husband. There's a lot of things. So let us know that she might not really be protecting those people. I might tell you, she's not trying to protect and cover up those things and taking the blame. Not really. She wasn't thinking from that angle. It's because that she already knew that the culture has made it that she doesn't have a place in her father's house. She can't go back, because even as the experience she already had when she was, so she might feel that whoever she's telling that may not have the power to change the culture and the practice of the people, and knowing that there is no space for them in the house. So these are the things that we are using it now to know what is expected of us. So whatever energy we are channeling now is to start channeling the energy to this issue of inheritance. The inheritance of a woman is the root cause of this whole problem.
Fantastic. I will ask her the question as you said. Ngozi, I know the answer. I know I came to you after the show. I'm like, if you don't say the truth, people will not relate. And it wouldn't make sense. Because people are wondering, are you okay? Are you okay? That is why people say it's love. You said it's not love. They say, what is it then? What is happening? I said, speak the truth. This platform is not to hide, it's to help people. And if you're not honest, people will not relate with your story. Today, people related with your story. People are like, that is it. Aha, now you're talking. The story now begins to make sense. That you're not stupid after all. That you're not insane, as the barrister said. That is not just love. There's something big. And I asked you, and I want to ask you again. The question I asked Madam Hope, she answered what she knows. Let me ask you, and I want you to answer me honestly. People say, you said it's because your children were small, they are sick, and that it could be a contributing factor, but I know it's not all. Because even as at this period that your children are grown, you said, oh, your children, you said it again. I'm like, what? It's again. It's a guinea. You said you're worried. I will do another program without getting you fully to tell people that it is, I think, those children you are trying to protect to be in a broken home, you also abused them. You joined the man because there are lots of things. If you had secured them, if you had, it wouldn't be the case today for a lot of us, not just you. So my question now is not about the children for today. Why? I know I wasn't expecting you to speak the truth today. I told you I will allow you to speak as long as you're comfortable. I will not take your story. That I will continue. Why did you decide to speak the complete truth today? Why did you decide? Because I told you must speak the truth. You said you can't. And I said I will not force you, but I will not be happy if you don't tell the family the truth. But I will not force you. And I said, if you are a woman that wants to protect other women, speak the truth. You said you cannot. You are scared. You don't want trouble. You don't want this. You don't want that. Why upon all those you thought I didn't know you would say the truth. Why did you decide to speak the truth even when you said you are scared? Why did you decide to speak the truth?
Let me just repeat what you said now. I didn't want to step on anybody's toes. Anything that is a family matter is supposed to, like the way I see it, it's supposed to be discussed within the family, and not to be brought out in a public domain like this, because a lot of people won't like it, especially those ones that are affected. They won't like it. But I just don't have choice. The truth is just the truth. The truth is one. No matter how I beat about the bush, the truth must just be said. No matter who may be hurt by the truth,
Oh,
it must be said.
oh. Thank you.
So that's why I decided to say it.
This is the beginning of your greatness. And those people you think will be hurt will respect you. Because the more you cover evil, the more it grows. And that is why a lot of women die in their husband's house. The more you cover evil, and those people saying things to you, they may not know is wrong. I'm happy. Dalunde. And for that, I will come and give you a hug myself. Hello? I am going to come to visit you and give you a hug. Watch out. In our mind, I repeat, because of this, I will do anything. What do you want me to do for you? Tell me. Tell me. What do you want? What do you want? I'll be getting ready to dance. What do you want?
I don't know. I don't know.
You don't know. Iyahama. Iyahama. Let's dance. I won't do anything. Don't call me. Don't call me. Let's dance. Because we cannot keep saying it's a family affair. Abuse is not a family affair. I've muted you. Abuse is not a family affair. Do you want us to dance? What song do you want? Tell me, what song do you want?
Anyone.
Okay, let's dance Onyeka. Wow, Ejim Gogwa. Ngozi, you have really redeemed a lot of women. You said something that touches on culture, tradition, family, society. You talked about inheritance, how women had been disinherited and the consequences. You talked about roof over your head. You talked about family not supportive of a female child. You touched every aspect of a woman, and that is what made today a special day. If you are listening, I want you to know that if you have a sister, please, please, you need to always support your sisters, parents, brothers, uncles, even women. You need to support women. We are also human. A woman is a human. And on that note, I want you, Ngozi, Onuko, to close the show.
Thank you, Nosenge, for showcasing me again in today's show. Thank you, Inaman family all over the world. Thank you, Auntie Hope. Thank you, everyone. Nosenge, thank you for this platform. Thank you for giving other people voice. Thank you for giving people the shoulder to lean on. Thank you for helping humanity in different aspects of difficulties and pains. May God continue to bless you. Thank you very much. On that note, I will say, in our mind is always in my mind, and my destiny is in my hands.
Thank you. Love you guys. Love you. Bye bye.